In this video, we are going to be breaking down Skool and the best pricing model and actual school business model to run to launch your Skool community. This is what allowed us to produce $1,000 cash collected within the first 24 hours of launching our community just 2.5 months ago. And so we launched our community on December of 2025. That was the first month where we implemented the Skool tiers model pricing, 3 different tiered pricing models, and we'll talk about that as well as what pricing structure you should have at your tiers and when to use tiers and when to use a freemium model as well as the free trial that is offered. And so here's what we did to launch our Skool community that worked very nicely that I recommend you do as well. Is I recommend you start with the freemium model. So Skool has these 5 different types of models to run. Freemium means that you have 3 different levels to your membership, to your community. You have standard, premium, and you can always turn on VIP. So that would be 3 different level memberships. But the reason I recommend starting with freemium, and this is what served us for having a great launch right out of the gates, is that at the standard level, it is free to join your community. And that is important because nobody wants to join your community, even if it's just $9 a month. Nobody wants to join if they see you only have 4 members on the inside. That's not a lot of social proof that's going to convince and or help people want to be one of those first members. People like, when they think of community, they want it to be buzzing, they want it to be happening, they want it to be a party, they want it to be fun. And so you need to have members in your community. So start with the freemium model because it's very easy for people to join your community, and this puts bodies inside of your community, so to speak, and that's the social proof you need. If you start with the freemium model, you can still monetize because you have your premium offer, your VIP offer, your standalone courses, your private offers, different upsells that are on the inside of your community. So there's plenty of ways to still monetize your free members. But start with freemium and grow to like 30 members in your community. And once you have grown to 30 members, switch to the tiers model. All right, and this is very similar to freemium model. You have 3 different levels to your actual community, except at the standard level, somebody has to pay a price, a monthly membership fee to get in. But at the freemium model, what you can do is again, standard is going to be free for people to join your community, have some workshop or mini course available to those at the free level. And then at the premium level, what I recommend you do pricing wise, this is exactly how we launched our community, and it is actually still the current pricing we have just 2.5 months in, is $9 a month and otherwise $49 for the year. All right, so this is a 55% discount on the year. And so that's really incentivizing a lot of people to do the annual membership. And that's nice because you have then a member for an entire year. It's really nice for them because they're getting a massive discount and you have more cash collected up front that you can use to further grow your community otherwise. And so I really like this pricing. $9 is less than a fast food meal, so it's very easy for people to still say yes to that. And so this has worked very nicely for us. This is what we have members inside of our community and challenge doing as well, is start your first paying tier at $9 a month or $49 a year or something equivalent. If you decide to do a little bit more, something like $17 a month, well, then this might be something like $69 or $79 for the year. I highly recommend just your annual discount is beyond a 50% discount. All right. That really incentivizes people to consider the annual payment option. And that's really what you want. But again, my favorite pricing structure to start with, you can always raise your prices, which we are about to do as well, is start with $9 a month or $49 a year and make sure your members know that they are grandfathering in this rate. So they should really be excited to hop in at $9 a month before you raise your prices in the future. All right. And so if you start with the freemium model, which is what we did, which is what I would recommend you do, this would be your premium level. And then your VIP level, start with something just like $97 annual. All right, and you could always raise the prices. You might decide to start with $197. All right, but you essentially want to make this so that it's first 5 members only, then price doubles. All right, so this is really going to help you very quickly usher people into your VIP offer, right? And this could be a quick $500 here for the first 5 members grabbing this, which is awesome, $500 cash in pocket for you. And then otherwise you can raise the price to what the actual market retail value would be later But this, again, it rewards your newest and earliest members for being there at ground zero of you launching your community and your mission. And then it puts cash in your pocket, so it's proof of concept. And anytime you launch anything new, whether it's a community or a business, you want proof of concept as quickly as possible. This is the pattern and the setup that will allow you to do so. Now, once you get to 30 members, here's what we did. Is once you get to about 30 members, now you have people inside of your community. There's lots going on. There's engagement, there's comments, there's questions, there's people on your workshop calls, so it's fun, and all of that encourages other members to join and to stay. At that point in time, you can switch to tiers. And what's so nice about Skool is at any point in time, you can always switch your model. But once you have about 30, 40 members, switch over to tiers. And what we're going to do is just shift everything down. So your $9 per month or $49 per year then becomes your standard level. And any current free members in your community are grandfathered into the standard level. Skool allows you to do that right here. So if I were to enact this, it would say, hey, your previous free members, do you want them to all be on the standard tier, or do you want them on a different level tier? And we're going to say, nope, we want all of our free members to be locked in at the standard tier until they decide to upgrade to premium. All right, now at your premium level, you might do something like this. Again, pricing-wise, I really like this. $27 a month or $149 for the year. Again, it's over that 50% discount to do annual, which encourages the right individuals to do annual, but otherwise still very affordable at $27 per month. All right, and at the premium level, again, we're going to shift everything down. So first 20 members, right, are going to get this deal before the price otherwise increases. And otherwise at the premium level, they're getting everything in basic or the standard level, and they might unlock an additional course and some additional like monthly workshops with you. For your VIP offer, always think of VIP at least when you're launching in terms as just one-on-one coaching or consulting type of service. So your members that choose VIP, they're going to get everything at the previous two levels. They should get some type of discount for deciding to do VIP. And then otherwise, as a bonus, they might have a private session with you. We do a private VIP day with us. So if I go over here to our plans, this is our actual Skool community here. Then you'll see that our VIP is more like a done with you. So you get to meet with me, and we go ahead and we actually set up your Skool community, and we otherwise designate and launch Skool Facebook ads with you if that's something that you want to do, and you get 3 months free. But basically, VIP is savings on premium versus premium monthly, plus you get one-on-one private consulting. And so that's kind of how we have things set up here. Now, so this is our current model. Again, we're only 2.5 months into running tiers, which is these 3 different membership levels to your community. It's one of Skool's newest features that they came out with at the end of 2025. It's been an absolute game changer. Now, the thing that we've been testing recently that's also been absolutely amazing is that we flipped on a 7-day free trial. And so what I want to share with you guys is, again, always with all of your pricing, regardless of if you do $9 a month or $49 a year, is always make sure it's at least a 50% savings on the annual plan. That really encourages folks to go annual. But we just flipped on the 7-day free trial. And here's what I would recommend is once you're on tiers, make sure you run this model for like 2 or 3 weeks to get some data. Dino, what does that mean, data? What kind of data am I after, and why is that important? Well, data in terms of what is your about page conversion percentage. So if Skool gives you a really nice conversion percentage, this is how many people are joining your community based on how many people are visiting your community enrollment page. And that community enrollment page for you is your about page. And so people come to your about page to read about your community and decide if they want to join. So our about page conversion over the last 30 days is 5.3%. Now, previously our about page conversion was trending was about 4%. Now it has gone up because over the last 2 weeks, I am running a 7-day free trial test. I'm curious if our team offering a free 7-day trial, is going to ultimately improve the total overall number of individuals who enroll in our program. So this has been running just for the last 2 weeks. And so now we have appropriately about 2 weeks worth of data around the free trial. So we can see here in January, over the last 2 weeks, we've had 23 free trials. and a 73% conversion rate, which means 73% of people who have done our free trial have decided to stay with us after the free trial. They did not immediately cancel. Now, this conversion percentage should actually be closer to 86%. We had one individual join under the wrong profile. They wanted to join under their right profile, so they canceled and rejoined. And so the numbers are a little bit off, but it's actually closer to like 86% stick rate after people do a 7-day free trial for us. So what that means for us is that the free trial works because people end up coming into our community and loving it, and so they stay. But what you want to do is at some point in time, once you have run your tiers model system for a while, turn on the free trial. And the way that you do that is under pricing. And so you'll have your tiers set up. Here are our tiers again here, standard, premium, and VIP. But down here, you can enact 7-day free trial. Now, when you turn that on at this point in time of this recording, that 7-day free trial, it applies to every single level of your membership. So it's a 7-day free trial, whether somebody chooses standard, premium, or VIP. I imagine in the future, Skool is going to say, turn on 7-day free trial. You can choose what level that free trial is activated for. But right now, when you turn it on, it's activated for all 3 levels. And so what we have seen data-wise is that because people are sticking through our free trial, about 86%, this is showing 73, but it's closer to 86% of people are staying after doing a 7-day free trial. We're going to continue, at least for now, to offer this 7-day free trial. And the other thing that I'm excited to share and to test with you guys, which we will release, because I'm always testing new fun things in Skool, sharing that back with our members, our community, and some of that information here on YouTube, is we are going to test what happens if we turn the free trial on and off. So it's kind of like an opening, swinging door where sometimes the 7-day free trial is available and sometimes it's not. I'm curious what that will do for return visitors who are considering our community. But if this training was helpful, guys, be sure to click one of these videos around here for more trainings on how to grow your Skool community. Or if you want information on our 10-minute Skool Growth Challenge, click the link in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.